Hi, my name's Frances Harrison. I'm an artist. I've lived in Lakes Entrance most of my life. My mum's Monero Gunai, my dad's Bidawal. Most of the paintings I do is to do with the sea and the lakes and the bush. My mum used to do shell work. My dad used to do artefacts and I used to just burn pictures on the artefacts. I like drawing like stuff what my dad and my mum and that done, and my nan and pop when they were fishing and prawning and stuff like that. We had an idea of using kangaroo skins, and so we ended up buying an old couch and grabbing kangaroo skins and covering it with the kangaroo skins. So we ended up making a couch out of the kangaroo skins, and that's how come Kangaroo Tales come about to go into Gunya. Gunya is a space for dance, people to get together, for singing, and just a place where people could hang their artwork in.
Gunya is a space that is going to tour Australia. It's inflatable, so it can be packed up and move around anywhere in a shipping container on the back of a truck. It's fantastic. As part of Gunya, on its long journey, we're installing some work that will be with it for the entire journey, and it will be reinventable. It's an installation called Kangaroo Tales.
With the Kangaroo Tales, they're going to be it'll look like a shield. It will have the outside skin, and it'll have eels, boggon moths, and...
So essentially, Kangaroo Tales is being created from a number of kangaroo skins that are the aesthetic basis of it, and the work that is being put onto those skins will tell a story about the animals and the birds from this area.
Me and Uncle Len and Catherine, and Elaine Terrick, we used to get involved with art stuff, and I think we were a pretty good crew sometimes. We've been doing stuff for the Lakes Entrance Community Health Centre, and that was our first one. We did the spirit poles, and that was a big group of us, and we did the 5 clans, and they were burnt on poles, and they had the shields on them. In Lakes Entrance, we're all related. That's a big mob anyway. And if there's death in the family, we all get together and just share our feelings and just be all together at that sad time. And that's probably the same as little wrens and the eels and school of fish, Family's important to be together because you're there for one another. You help them out when they've got nothing, or if something happens, someone passes away, you're together, you're there for each other, and you're in a mob. And that's why we did the eels and the fish, they were all in a mob. And family is everything, because you always got family. Some people haven't got any family, but we've always got family because we're all together. Eels, because when we go fishing at night, prawning, they're always in the lake, and they come up to the light when you're prawning, and they always in a mob. That's why we got the eels. Yeah, and it's same as the wrens, they're always in a little mob, male and the females, and there might be 6 or 8 of them. We got a burner, and you just draw on the skins, and you burn really lightly, and yeah, you draw your picture on there first, and then you burn your picture on it. Well, the old fellas used to burn with a iron, and my dad used to burn with a clothes hanger on in the fire and just burn. But now got burners, use the burners on there more easier and quicker. I like painting a lot and drawing, because that relaxes you, makes you think about, because you're there silent and you're just there doing your picture, you think about the past, like the elders that has left, and yeah, just family that's around you now and what's happening in their lives. And yeah, it's good, like, to think about the ones that are past and the good times that you had. It's just silence, and you got a lot of time to think, and you think about the past and the elders that are gone on. You think about the present now with the young kids, things that you see every day. The other day I was walking and saw an old wombat with my niece. She got the fight of her life. Yeah, and just when we were walking along the bush track yesterday and she heard the moke poke, she goes, "Oh, we better get going, the mookie's coming," hey. In my paintings, I do a lot of animals. They would just remind me of when we're out in the bush, like you might be walking, you see a big goanna, and with my pictures, I just sort of put them all together. Like you might have a couple of goannas and a bird up in a tree, or goanna up in a tree. It's the way I see it. How I draw is how I see it. That's how I draw. I don't draw like probably my ancestors. It's different. It's sort of like it's real. Yeah, and I just put my own patterns inside of them.
She's just got it. From the moment I saw her work, I was captivated by her natural ability, and I thought, oh, she must have done some training somewhere. But no, she hasn't. She's just got that extraordinary gift. And as well as that, she's a very humble person. Frances is a very quiet person who is just goes about her practice in her own way, and I have enormous regard for that, ability to just be focused on what it is that she believes in, not to be affected by what other people believe she should do or not do. And there's a certain truth in all of that in her work, even though what she makes might on some levels seem simplistic in its content. It also has a depth that is quite extraordinary. It's like looking into a pool of water when you look into one of her drawings, because there's a relationship between the creatures that she draws and the context in which they sit that just leads you on a journey, and she allows the viewer to have their own relationship with that work. She's not sort of dictating to us what we should make out of it.
In that silence, when you're painting or burning, you feel really good, like just a space for yourself, just to get away and, sit and draw, and no one to annoy you, like talk or anything. You get your painting done and you're burning or whatever you're doing, like you're in your own space. You don't have to speak or anything. It's inside of you, and it's just a silence that's really good. When you're painting or drawing. Yeah.